but I'm going to set a standard today of a new video every Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 3:30. A new video will be out by me.
Look, I get it. I haven't posted in a while. It's been a little over 2 months actually. And I know I said I was going to post every week, but we all say things that we don't mean. Sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves, caught up in the moment. But for real, I have been busy moving into a new apartment. As you can see, this isn't the normal setup for like the 5 videos I've posted. I've actually just moved in fully. Everything's in the new apartment, and that's actually what this video is going to be over today. I had a heck of a time trying to find an apartment. I didn't know how to look for one in the beginning or where to look, and I learned a lot along the way, and I think that I can use this knowledge to help someone watching this video, because it's actually a pretty stressful process if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, let's get into it. It's very important you find your max rent first before you look at an apartment. You don't want to look at apartments, fall in love with one, and then find out you can't afford it, because then you're just going to be comparing the rest of them to that first apartment, and it's going to be such a hard time trying to narrow down the apartment you actually need to get, the one that you actually should be in, and it's just going to make the whole process a lot longer and really frustrating. Alright, we're going to make this video short and sweet. The first thing I'm going to talk about is how much your max rent is going to be. What is the max rent you can afford? And it has to do with 2 numbers. It has to do with how much money you're making per month, and that's going to be your gross income, not your net income. We'll go into that in a second. And it's also going to be the amount of rent of the apartments you're looking at. This is what's called your housing expense ratio. How you find this is you take your gross monthly income, that's your income before taxes are taken out, and you're going to divide it by the rent you're looking at, and you want this number to be equal to or below 28%. All right, for example, let's take a gross annual salary of $50,000. That's $50,000 before taxes are taken out. That's going to be $4,166 you're getting per month. You're going to take that number and multiply it by 0.28%. That is going to tell you your max rent that you should be paying. This number you cannot go over. That is it's just a hard stop. You cannot go any more than this. I really recommend you stay between 23 to 25%. I wouldn't go over 25 just so you can have more money to save for yourself for the future. Personally, for me, in mine, when I was trying to find this number, I included everything I pay to the apartment. So that's not just my rent. That's pest control added. That's my water. That's my gas included. And then it's also my trash. So there's a trash fee. I think there's like $25. I include all that in there just to make sure I don't even get close to 20%. There's also a part 2 to this formula. It's called the back end ratio. And what this does is include any debt payments you have into this ratio, and it's going to raise that percentage a little bit. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your monthly rent, and you're also going to add your debt payments to that rent. And you're going to divide that by your gross monthly income. And you don't want that number to be over 35%. All right, next I'm going to talk about how to find an apartment. So you know what number you're looking for. Now we're going to talk about what is the best way to go about looking for an apartment, what area, what kind of amenities are you wanting. What I did is I went to Zillow, and it's super easy. You just put in the max rent you're willing to pay and the area you're looking for, and they'll pull up a bunch of results with some numbers for apartments around that area. Some of it's not totally accurate. You're going to have to go actually to the website and double check. Next, what I would do is just look at the area you're looking for and go to Google Maps and just type in apartments. And what you can do is open all the tabs, just have all the apartment tabs open, and just one by one, you're just going to weed them out. The first thing you're going to look at is the rent, what kind of rent you're looking at, and the kind of square footage that you're looking for. If it doesn't match, exit out immediately. Don't look at any amenities. You're going to look at these numbers first, because You, like I said earlier, you don't want to fall in love for the amenities and all the cool stuff. It may be a super cool place, but if you can't afford it, you can't get it. Just don't get it. You don't want to be paying too much because it's going to hurt you so much in the end. Once you have your list of the apartments you can afford, then you can start looking at the amenities and the location and all that good stuff. You know, if you have a pet, how much the pet fees are, you can factor that in. And if it has a pool, if it's got some cool stuff around it, that's really up to you, what kind of stuff you're looking for there. Also, here's a little tip that I found. There are people that will go look for an apartment for you. You tell them how much you want to pay in what area. They will go out completely for free, send you a list of apartments completely for free. You don't have to pay them. You just write them down in the reference page, and they actually get paid by the apartment complex. They don't get paid by you, so it is truly free. And I recommend this for everyone. If you have a hard time picking out apartments, or maybe it stresses you out, maybe you're looking for that very first apartment, I would highly recommend doing this. So you can just go to Google, type in apartment finder, and you can probably pull some results up. And it's super easy. You just literally give them the numbers that you're looking for. They will go out and give you results. And the thing is, you don't even have to choose any of them. If you don't choose them, it's fine. But if you do, make sure you put their name, and they will get paid. Some of them will even give you a credit to a moving company that will actually come in and help you move for a couple hours, which is really cool. That's really all I got for today, guys. I had a heck of a time trying to find an apartment. It felt like it took so long. I probably looked at over 100 apartments online through the website, just scrolling through. It feels like I toured about 20 of them, and I finally settled on this place. But these are the steps that I followed and things that I did. And I wish I knew this sooner, because it wouldn't have made the whole process so stressful. So if you have any questions or any tips on finding an apartment, post them down below. Maybe someone will benefit from the question. Hopefully I can answer it. Also, I would really appreciate if you liked the video, please. I make this for free. This is actually a lot harder than it looks to make. Potentially turn the bell on, subscribe, just like the video, please, because it would help me out greatly. I'm trying to grow this channel and hopefully help some people. I mean, if I help one person, then I feel like this channel is a success. But yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, guys. Bye.